Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shamika and this is Check the Rhymes. I am super excited that you're here. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. Today, y'all, we're talking about gold mining because the hit show Gold Rush is back. The new season premieres on Friday, September 29th at 8 o'clock on Discovery Channel. So in the house today, joining me again is gold miner Rick Ness. We're going to talk about what we can expect this season and more, so stay tuned.
Hello.
Hi, Rick. Welcome back to Check the Rhymes. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm good, but what are you doing in your truck?
It's cold this morning. I'm still out on site, trying to finish out the season. We're getting close to the bitter end here, so it's only about 20 degrees this morning. I'm not driving, don't worry, but I am just I'm sitting here to be warm.
Wow. It's like, because I'm in North Carolina and it's like 70 degrees. So it's like a total opposite thing.
I am jealous. Yes.
I'm going to say I'm not jealous of you right now.
No, I wouldn't think so.
So the new season of Gold Rush is on the way and you're back. So first of all, what can we expect this season?
Yeah, I'm back. I took a year off. It was, wasn't good for business, that's for sure. But, mentally I needed it. There was I was dealing with a lot of stuff and a lot of stress, and like a lot of people, I wasn't dealing with it correctly. And, I needed to step back and reassess things and just basically, reassess everything. And, that was a tough thing to do, but ultimately, I came back with a lot more energy, a lot more focus. And I decided that this is what I want to do. I've got too much time into this to walk away from it. And basically you'll see that, I'm starting over at square one. I got to rebuild everything here, but I've had success up here and ultimately I want to keep that going.
So what did you do since you weren't gold mining? Were you just literally just focusing on yourself, or were you doing some other type of work?
I was more or less focusing on myself. I like I said, I was fortunate that I have had some success and financially it was very straining to take the year off, but it was what I needed. I spent a lot of time in the desert, actually, down in Arizona. Like I said, I had a lot to think about. I had a lot to assess in my life, and it ultimately was the right decision because, like I said, it had to happen, and it forced me to make decisions in my life on where I wanted it to go, and and after some right decisions, some wrong decisions, I finally landed where I needed to be.
Wow, because I saw that I believe you were affected with seasonal affective disorder, and then grief on top of that. I can't even imagine. I mean, I'm dealing with grief now, and I know like stepping away sometimes is the best thing, but what methods were you using to cope?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot. And I mean, I tried everything. I mean, I'm not the kind of guy that reaches out for help, or I wasn't, and so I was trying to figure out a lot of things on my own. And, I actually share a lot of it. You'll have to tune in, but I share a lot of it because why not? You know what I mean? Any decision that I make, I stand behind it, whether it was right or wrong. And ultimately, if it helps somebody else, I don't mind sharing that stuff. So it's, I mean, there was a whole big mix of things in there. And, the grief thing, I was one of those guys that compartmentalize it and try to put it away. And I don't have time to deal with that now. I'll deal with it later. And, that was one of my biggest mistakes. Like that is not the right thing to do. And because when it comes back, you're even less ready for it, and it comes back hard. So it was definitely a learning experience.
Yeah. I was going to say, I tried the same thing, and grief is like, no, ma'am, you're not getting away with just not dealing with it. So I understand. Yeah. So when it, you made a decision, I want to go back into gold mining, but what made you decide I want to come back to Gold Rush doing the show?
Well, I mean, it has been such a great opportunity, and like I said, it was. I had some doubts. I did definitely have some doubts where if I wanted to continue with this, but ultimately, I said, hey, listen, I've got over a decade into this. I put a lot of time into it, a lot of effort, a lot of money, a lot of my life, a quarter of my life. So I said, you know what, I can't walk away from this right now. This is what I want to do. And I want to make this work. And so that's why I'm back.
I love that. Well, welcome back. Gold Rush, the new season premieres on Friday, September 29th at 8:00 on Discovery Channel. And I want to thank you for joining me today on Check the Rhymes, and I hope you stay warm out there.
I will. Thank you for having me.